Good morning, friends. It is time to start our morning meeting. So get your circle or square and find a seat and let's get started. What's the weather like today? Like today, like today. What's the weather like today? Friends, tell us. Okay, you're the weather watcher or monitor. So go to a window or a door, look out, see if it's sunny or windy or rainy. And remember, you have your own calendar to put the weather, what the weather looks like today, on the calendar. So don't forget to do that. So after you look at the weather, do your calendar, pull up the link, have your mom or dad help you, go through your calendar and put the weather on the right day. All right? Good job, friends. Okay, we have a brand new theme. Are you ready? Yeah? Okay. We are learning about Oklahoma. Oklahoma? Hey, that's where we live. You live in Oklahoma? Yeah? Okay, so we're learning about Oklahoma is my home. We are going to learn about all types of facts about Oklahoma. Did you know Oklahoma has a birthday? And yeah, Oklahoma has a birthday. I know, right? Okay, first thing we're going to do, we're going to go to our map because Oklahoma, remember, is in the United States of America. So all states have their own shape. And Oklahoma has its own shape too, just like every other state. Now, these shapes are not the shapes that we know, not like a star or a circle or a rectangle. States are shaped all different ways, and Oklahoma is shaped all different ways too. So I'm going to show you. Oklahoma looks like this. Can you see that? So Oklahoma has a straight line and a whole bunch of wiggly lines. And then it kind of has like a tail or a handle, like a handle. All right. See if you can find this shape on the United States map. Can you see it? There's so many states. Does anyone remember how many states are in the United States of America? Remember, we learned about it. Does anyone remember? When we talked about presidents, we talked about all the states. How many states are in the United States of America? Someone said it. 50. Very good. 50. There's 50 states. So, Oklahoma looks like this. See if you can see it on here. I see it right there. Oklahoma. Oklahoma. Right there. Okay. Now, Oklahoma has a birthday. Would you like to know when Oklahoma's birthday is? Yeah? Oklahoma's birthday is November 16th. Can you believe that Oklahoma has a birthday? And do you want to know how old Oklahoma is? I bet no one can guess how old Oklahoma is. Okay. Oklahoma is 113 years old. I know, right? 113? I mean, Oklahoma's pretty old. 113. But guess what? That sounds like a really big number and a lot of years. But Oklahoma is the baby state. Oklahoma is kind of young compared to all the other states. All the other states are a lot older than Oklahoma. All right? Oklahoma. And Oklahoma means something. Do you know what Oklahoma means? Okay, I'm going to tell you. Oklahoma, the word Oklahoma, means red people. Red people? What? Do you remember we learned about Native Americans? And the Native Americans that were here on the Oklahoma land named it Oklahoma for red people. Can you believe that? Oklahoma is 113 years old and it means red people. What? Okay, so we're going to learn more about Oklahoma facts and cool things. And we get to listen to the Oklahoma musical. A long time ago, there was a musical about the state of Oklahoma. And there were some cowboys in it and some horses, all kinds of stuff. We'll learn more about that too. Okay. We have a brand new Letterland friend. Can anyone tell what letter this is? Can you see it? Good. Letter W. Can everyone say W? Good. And we're going to say hello to Walter Walrus. Say, hey, Walter Walrus. All right, let's learn more about Walter Walrus. Are you ready? Whenever you're near water in Letterland, you can be sure that Walter Walrus will be wallowing close by. Walter Walrus loves to rest his web flippers wedged in his 2 water wells while he sunbathes. Walter loves to watch the wells splashing in the water, making huge white waves. The wells are not the only ones making waves in Letterland, though. When you get near Walter, be wary. At times he gets quite wild. He whips up waves in his water wells. Then, splash. You will get all wet. Everyone in Letterland enjoys Walter Walrus, except when he teases them by splashing them all with his salty water. Then they wish that he was anywhere else in the world, but not in Letterland. Oh my goodness. Walter Walrus likes to tease by splashing everyone with his water wells. Whoa. Can everyone see Walter Walrus? Walter Walrus. Can you make his sound? Walter Walrus. Make the sound with me. All right, let's do our pointer finger up in the air. Let's try to make Walter Walrus's letter W. Okay, start at the top. Big line down, big line up, big line down, big line up. Walter Walrus. Very good. And just like this, we can do it on here too. Let's do it together. We're going to start here. Big line down, big line up, big line down, big line up. Walter Walrus. We have a brand new letter song. Okay, I'm going to read it to you and then I'm going to try to sing it with you, okay? Watching the whales waving in the water, waving in the water, waving in the water. Watching the whales waving in the water, waiting to eat the worms. Watching the whales. That's kind of like Walter Walrus. He was watching the whales too. All right, let's see. I'm going to try to sing it. Here we go. Watching the whales waving in the water, waving in the water, waving the water. Watching the whales waving in the water, waiting to eat the worms. Not too bad, right? Okay, let's try one more time. Watching the whales waving in the water, waving in the water, waving in the water. Watching the whales waving in the water, waiting to eat the worms. All right. See if you can try for a warm fuzzy. All right, friends. Don't forget about our fruit of the Spirit. Does anyone remember our fruit of the Spirit? You say it? Very good. Gentleness. Gentleness. Let's all clap it. Gentleness. Great job. Let's all tap it. Gentleness. Great job. Let's all whisper it. Gentleness. Great job. Let's lasso it. Gentleness. How many syllables do you hear in gentleness? Good. Three. Three syllables. All right. Let's say the Bible verse. Repeat after me. A gentle answer turns away wrath, but harsh words stirs up anger. Let's say it again. A gentle answer turns away wrath, but harsh words stirs up anger. That is Proverbs 15:1. Yeah. All right, remember, gentle, kind words turns away anger. But if you use unkind, harsh, mean words, it'll stir up some anger. All right? Always use gentle, kind words. All right, friends, that is all for morning meeting for today. Remember, you can watch a video about Oklahoma. You can have your mom or dad help you. Click the link on the email. You can watch Walter Walrus's letter sound song. Your mom and dad can help you. Click the link on the email, okay? So if you want to hear Walter Walrus's song, or if you want to hear more about Oklahoma, all of the links and the videos are in your email, okay? Okay, friends. See you later. The barn was tossed and turned and twisted like a jello man with rubber legs. And the 5 farm animals were stirred together like a skillet full of scrambled eggs. There were horns and hides and teeth and tail, and then the storm was finally done. Where 5 animals used to be, now there is only one. One animal. What happened? It's a scranimal. 5 scrambled animals inside of the big red barn. It was a scranimal. 5 scrambled animals on the farm. What in the world? Can you see that? Whoa. Scranimal. Have you ever seen a scranimal? I haven't. He had 2 horns on the top of his head. His nose was short and a pink snout, kind of like a pig. He had webbed feet at the end of his long legs, like a duck. And he had a curly tail wiggling about. He had a fleecy wool from his head to his toes. He was white with patches of black. He had a cowbell hung around his neck. What? And a saddle strapped on his back. Whoa. Can you see his horns on his head and his webbed feet and his black and white spots and his curly tail and his pink nose and a saddle on his back? Whoa. He made a funny noise when he started to speak. It was part quack and part moo. And occasionally you heard a neigh and a bah and even an oink oink or two. Can you see him? This scranimal is funny. He said, I love oats and corn and occasionally a bale of hay, But most of all, I love the pasture's grass, and I roll in it every day. You see him? Papa Durberry had a worry. Just what was he to do? Should he take his lovable Scranimal to the Metropolitan Zoo? He didn't know what to do with that Scranimal. He's thinking, what should I do with him? He knew from his smile that those big white teeth that he was happy in the big red barn. So he decided he would spend the rest of his life on the farm. So the Scranimal stayed in the big red barn. He looks happy, lounging, drinking some lemonade. The end. That was funny. A Scranimal. I've never heard of a Scranimal ever. Have you ever heard of a Scranimal? Scranimal. Oh, sometimes I get tongue-tied. I can't even say it right. All right, friends. So that was the Oklahoma Scranimal. Okay. So we will learn more about Oklahoma on your next morning meeting. All right.